On the other hand, do either of you need to keep up with the meta when you've already made it?
No,
I feel like now there's no meta. If you want to quote unquote
no.
keep up, right? It's probably just like watch the things that are popular, sing the things that are popular, or play
Yeah,
games that are popular. But aside from
yeah,
that, it's like not. It's really not like that.
yeah.
I don't think there
I
is a
think
meta now.
I agree. That's yeah. I think right now VTubers, the meta, quote unquote, is just to be doing what the big streamers do. Um,
Mm.
I want to ask you, since we're reminiscing,
Mm.
do you miss it?
Oh, the past?
The cousin schools.
Hey!
Same. Like, to be clear, I'm very grateful for the lessons. Just like my last employer, I'm very grateful. I'm glad I put in the work. I'm glad I did the stuff. But I am so happy with like to be out, to have learned the lessons I've learned, and to be like, I'm over. Like, I liked middle school. It was good. I'm glad I'm out of middle school. You know, like elementary
Yeah,
was
yeah.
fun. I don't need to go back to elementary school.
Honestly, I will say I kind of miss. Okay. Oh, chat. Are you ready for a 10 out of 10
Mhm.
conversation? Like full
I'm ready.
transparency, right?
I'm ready.
One of the things I low-key miss is knowing that the people that okay, I'll say this. This sounds a little bit bad, but it's my truth. Knowing that your peers, colleagues, or friends signed the same NDA, I kind of miss that low key. Because then you
Okay.
know that it's like, oh, okay, they low key. Like, there's a level of security behind that. Aside from that, though, miss what, girl? I'm not saying miss what as in like,
I
oh,
agree.
that's nothing. I literally experienced what? What did I get? The shit
Nothing.
that I don't build myself. What the fuck did I get? So what?
Yep.
It's kind of
You
hard to
built
say I miss
everything
it,
yourself.
bro.
The thing about the NDA, I used to also feel that way. I think the NDA also scared us a lot because I've talked about this on stream before where like let's just pretend, right? Like let's use Numi as an example. This is perfect. Let's say me and my old form, my befriend Numi, and I want to be like, "Oh my god, look at my, look at this song I'm working on. Look at this outfit I'm working on."
Mm.
If then Numi, because she's on stream, she'll be like, "Oh my god, yeah, so Matara is also covering this song." Technically, that would be me having broken my NDA, telling Numi, her telling everybody, I could get fired for that because I'm like telling a friend that I'm doing a cover of this song or stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. So I do not miss that.
Mm.
I did feel very safe and like quote unquote the fact that we all signed the same NDA. But that being said, I don't think it means anything anymore. And
Yeah.
I'd much rather be careful and be like, watch what you tell people.
No, like,
And just know that
yeah.
like everybody tells everybody everything, right?
Yeah, that's. I kind of learned that from that, so I'm kind of happy. It was nice in the start. That was kind of what I missed, where
Good.
it's like, I know that these people are, like, we have, like, we have to abide to the same rules, so it's not like a complete, like, free for all, That I kind of miss a little bit,
Ooh.
but.
See, this was very different. I feel like in my cousin's
Oh.
school, it was kind of a free, like there were rules, but a lot of people would like break them and then ask for forgiveness instead of permission. Or like there was a really weird thing where people would
Mm.
like, like for example, let's say rules wise, you're not supposed to do something on a thumbnail. Let's say like on a thumbnail, you're not supposed to cover up the name of the game or something, right? And your hair
Mm-hmm.
covers it a little bit. If I see that because I'm making the same thumbnail, what I would do, and you know me, that's always I message you and I'm like, hey girl, I'm doing my thumbnail for this game. I notice your hair is covering the thing. Change your thumbnail, right? Like
Mm.
you're not supposed to do that. But then sometimes what people would do is they would go to the managers and be like, oh my God, that's so weird. But like, I thought we weren't supposed to do that. Why is that person doing that? So weird. Anyway, and then
Ah.
eventually, right, you're like getting caught a few times and like it's really small things. Like you're not breaking a big rule. It's a really small thing that you overlooked, not because you're like malicious. It's just you missed it. But then eventually, maybe if you tack on a lot of these, you get into trouble, right? Maybe like
I
so once I
reminisce.
found out that people did that, like I remember one time I was like, can you believe this person like lost this opportunity because they got like a few, like slaps on the wrist? And I remember I was telling somebody this and they went, oh yeah, I told the managers that. And I was like, what? Wait, what? And then it kind of like woke me up and I was like, wait, instead of coming to me and being like, hey, you did this, don't do that, you go to the managers? Mm-mm. After that, I was like, I'm keeping to myself. I'm not talking to anybody. I'm staying away from this shit.
Dude, you made me remember that was the time I gaffed. Did you believe that, chat? There was a time in my life where I actually gaffed when people would be like, actually, that's a blah, 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 blah. And I was like, oh my God, I will change that ASAP.
So sorry.
Like I'm like on call, you know what I'm saying? Like anytime, I'll do it. I'll do whatever. Nowadays, bro, there's so many times where it's like, oh, I don't think you're supposed to do that. And I go, oh, oopsie. Ah, damn, that suck. Oh, wow. Ooh.
Yep.
Anyways, lol. I've changed, dude. That was, I think, one thing that I really enjoyed. Like, not that I enjoy like breaking the rule or nothing, but it's like, it's nice knowing that now if I make a mistake, I get to tank my own consequences, right? So it's like if people are like, actually, it's like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Fire me from what? So I'm like, yeah, exactly. I'm just a little stupid. So now what? So now I've kind of reached the point of like, I've talked to chat about this. I think after the first month of joining our last company, I genuinely stopped giving a shit. Like, not in a bad way. It's like I am at a level of just like peace. Like, I enjoy doing what I'm doing. I'm happy doing what I'm doing. I don't really want to like stress about it anymore, and I don't want to think about like, if I did this, what would people think? What would, you know? I'm just like, I want to do it, I'll do it. Like, if you really want to do it, do it. If you don't want to do it, then don't do it. It don't matter if other people do it. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. Right? It's like completely up to you. So I've like gotten so at peace now that genuinely not a lot of things would like put me on my tippy toes no more. I'm just chilling. I'm just like, interesting, huh?
And another thing too is like, you can actually do that now, right? Like our last company, yes, of course, if you get in trouble, it looks bad on them as well, a little bit, but it's a lot more independent. I feel like in the cousin schools, if something bad happened to you, then like it kind of reflected a lot more on the company and you could get more in trouble, right? Like, so now I think one of the reasons you don't care as much is also because like the only person responsible is you now. You're not going to have other people being like, ooh, I can't believe you're like putting us in trouble. You're like, the only person I'm putting in trouble is me.
Yeah, exactly. It's like so chill, you know? It's like, I think this is gonna sound so cheesy, but ever since I tasted how it feels like to be happy, bro, I don't think I want to go back, man. Like I so happy. I've been so happy for so long that I'm like, I appreciate everything I learned. But if you told me it's like, oh, what if you go back? Nah, like I wouldn't. I'm happy that I met the people I met and I learned the things I learned. But I'm happy now. I can do whatever I want. I can chill. I can sometimes be like, oh, I want to do it. Why? Because it's funny, though. I don't care if people don't think it's funny. I will do it because I thought it was hilarious. And that's nice. Yeah.
What's
so much more chill.
What are some of the highlights of, I know it's been a shit year, but what have been some of your highlights of like the last few months and stuff like that?
Few months?
Yeah, or like even a little bit more. What have been some stuff that you're like, wow, this is so happy. I'm so happy right now.
What are yours?
Okay. A big one for me is sorry, I just want to like give it a proper thought. Okay, so a big one for me is my roommates, my parents, my Canadian roommates are both, one is retired, the other one is retiring to work for me. And basically like once I finally get my visa for the United States, they're both going to be able to come stay with me as much as, you know, they can. And they both are supporting me and helping me. And it's been really, really nice to kind of grow my relationship with them as a friend. That being said, sometimes when we do hang out, they'll say stuff and I'm like, oh God, that's right. You are my parents. And because you're from the Soviet Union, you're a little bit more like grandparents sometimes, right? Like it's, they're a little bit more, you know, like you add another 20 years to their psyche because of the Iron Curtain and things like that. So that's been a really big one. Honestly, I just think like the last few months I've been doing great streams. I've been doing great work. Therapy has been incredible. I actually feel like I'm kind of getting back to like, because this is one thing. You actually told me before that you had seen me before the cousin schools. Like you had seen me and you like saw my shine and stuff like that. But I feel like the cousin schools dimmed that shine a lot. And then the last year in the company dimmed my shine tremendously. And I feel like I'm finally getting back to being that bitch. Like I'm finally
Whoa.
like I'm getting back there. That's been really, really happy for me. Um, but yeah, those are
That's
like kind of
nice.
my big ones.
She's back.
What about yours? What have been some of your happy moments?
Honestly, okay. I'm not trying to suck chat's dick or nothing, but happiest moment has got to be the subathon. I think
That makes me so happy.
that was
You
I was like,
absolutely
whoa,
deserve it.
because I didn't think I would ever be able to like stream for that long, and I'm like, damn, I was able to, and not. I think the funnest part of the subathon is the fact that like for that month, you wake up and you're like, you know that they're like you're not alone. You know what I'm
You're
saying? It's
there.
like, yeah.
I know exactly what you're saying.
Like when I wake up, I'm like, boom, they're there. Before I went to bed, boom, they're there. So it's like, I for that whole month, I literally felt like I'm never really like alone. The subathon was like such a highlight because I'm not saying like, oh, I feel lonely, but I don't stream because I'm like, oh, I have to stream, I have to clock in. It's like I want to stream. When I feel like shit
Yeah.
that day, I'm like, man, I want to stream today. Like I feel lonely and I want to stream because I enjoy doing this, right? So
Oh.
there are times where it's like, oh, I have to focus on projects or I have to do IRL stuff and I don't get the stream. And for that time when I'm working, it's fun. But then after work, you have like let's say 5 hours doing nothing and you're like surrounded with silence. You know, you're like, damn, what fuck. I kind of don't like that sometimes. Like I try to just hang out with my friends, but my friends at that time would either be asleep because they're in the other side of the world or they're busy because they're working. So I'm like, well, now what? Right? But during the subathon, it's like I was always surrounded by people and it was so much fun. Like every day I'm like excited to wake the fuck up. And I think that like that mentality stuck. Like after the subathon, now like a little honesty, before the subathon, there are days I'd wake up and I'm like, oh, I kind of feel like shit today, you know? But ever since the subathon, most of the days I would wake up and I'm like, damn, I'm excited. I don't know why. Like I feel like that whole month conditioned my brain, and now I'm just like I wake up with that feeling again. Even without the subathon, I'm like, yeah, excited, and then I go live. It's the same thing as like I told chat. February, I'm not gonna be streaming that much because I have a lot of projects to do. Last week, I did the projects.
The songs.
Yeah, and then I got so tired. Like I was not tired, but I'm like, oh, I don't want to do this because I get so like lonely, you know. And then this week, I streamed every single day because I'm like, I'm back. I'll do it next week. I'll do my projects next week. Seriously, just give me this 1 week so I don't get burnt out, bro. Like I get so burnt out from it because I don't like being alone. You know, like I don't like being alone, but I also don't like you know when you hang out with someone and you feel like you have to talk about something. It's like I don't like that. I like hanging out for the sake of hanging out, for the love of the game, right?
It's the best.
Yeah, and it's so nice when you're able to do it. That subathon genuinely like stuck on my brain for like a super long time. Until today, I think I still. So I look back at it very fondly. It was really nice.
You done done me and you bet I felt it. I can't reach you, but you so hot that I melted. Yeah, fell right in the cracks. I have tears in my eyes. Before the cool done over